What it do? What's good, y'all? It's your boy Truth on the way, aka Mr. Make It Happen, aka that young, fine billionaire, soon to be billionaire. Ask your mom about it because she know. Coming back with another clothing brand video, and my mission is to help y'all. So I'm finna help y'all and show y'all 5 things that I wish I known. I wish somebody would have told me before I started my brand. We gonna get straight into it so y'all don't make mistakes and y'all grab your popcorn and Cheetos and Funyuns and things of that sort. Let's go.
Pretty girls from Miami already. Put your heart in my hands, it's heavy. I can't kick it like Lionel Messi.
The first thing that I wish somebody told me was how to manage your clothing brand finances. So in case y'all don't know, I've had my brand for about 2 years, and with that, during that time period, I've made mistakes and I have learned lessons and I have did a lot of good things along my journey as well. I really truly wish that I had somebody or somebody in the clothing brand game to tell me yo, Truth, make sure that you don't spend all your money on this one sample because manufacturers might try to scam you. Or yo, Truth, make sure you don't put this much into your bulk order because you may have not done enough marketing. So you don't want to purchase this huge bulk order with nobody to buy. Or yo, Truth, why are you spending this much on a website? You could easily make one on Shopify. And before you even decide to make your website, make sure that you even have a customer base to go to your website and log on to there. So just those 3 things in and of itself could have saved me a lot of bread and a lot of error that I did. For example, say you just had a drop, right? Say you did a bulk order drop, for example. You bought 30 hoodies and you were pricing them at $45, $50 a pop, right? You had $45, $50 a hoodie. And you had this drop planned out since the beginning of the year. It's now fall. You just started marketing around August. You plan your drop around October, right? But when you were marketing, you didn't do enough marketing to where it was showing significant results of people interacting with your brand saying, hey, I like the product. When is it dropping? When is it dropping? Etc. etc. You weren't getting that type of feedback. You just thought that if you kept making TikTok videos, you kept making Instagram reels, and people kept seeing them, that you would get a lot of sales. Fast forward, you sell out of your bulk order drop. It wasn't as fast as you would think it was, but you sold out, let's say, within a few 2-3 months, right? Now you have about say you generate about maybe a few $1,000s from that drop. You got that few $1,000s. So what do? I got this few $1,000s for me. I don't got to pay my manufacturer because it was a bulk order. I don't got to pay for anything else. So now I can really just go out, buy some clothes. All them new Jordans drop. I'm finna go on StockX and buy some. Oh, dang, my girl want to go out to the movies. Let's go. Oh, my girl want to go out to eat. Let's go. XYZ, all this stuff. No. Rule number 1 when starting a business of any kind is never engage your personal finances to your business finances. That money that you got from your clothing brand is not your money. That's your clothing brand's money. That's not in your name. That's under your brand's name. So you can't use that money to buy personal things like, oh, I'm hungry. It's 3 a.m. I'm going to DoorDash something. Oh, I got a few bands from my clothing brand. I'm going to spend something on that. No, you can't do that. That's the fastest way to make your brand go downhill quicker than you ever thought could happen. Because 1, you messing up future business endeavors. You could use that money instead of for DoorDash. You could be using this. Okay, how can I invest in some more samples? How can I invest in my next drop? How can I invest in getting some influencers to wear my clothes so my next drop could be even bigger than the last one? How can I grow my website? How can I grow my social medias accounts to reach a higher and larger audience? How can I pay to make that happen? You see what I'm saying? You have to be thinking on that type of level. When you're starting a business, you can't have this, oh, I'm a kid mindset to where, oh, I'm going to just sell clothes to get money and spend it back on some clothes for me. No, that's not how it works. You have to be rational and logical with everything that you purchase with your money that you make. Number 2, the second thing I wish somebody would have told me is take your time and be patient. That is the most, that really should be the first one, but I'm going to make it the second one. That is the most important thing you need to realize when starting a brand or starting a business of any kind. So when, obviously, Femi, you got motivation to start a business? What made you want to start a brand, huh? Who did you watch? What TikToker was you watching? What YouTuber was you watching that started a clothing brand and you seeing them make 5-6 figures on it with their first drop? You obviously had that. You know who I'm talking about, right? Okay then. You looking at them, it's like, okay, they made that on their first drop. I could do the same thing. And yes, you can, but you're going into it with the wrong mindset already. 9 times out of 10, your first drop, especially if it's a pre-made drop, is not gonna sell out. I'm gonna just be realistic. It's not gonna sell out fast. It might take a few months, maybe half a year to sell out fast. Now, if you do, there's things you can do to lower the chances of that happening, but 9 times out of 10, that's what's gonna happen. So, in a sense, you have to be patient when starting a drop. You can't just jump into it thinking, oh, I'm supposed to just get free money. The first design I make, I'm supposed to just get instant bread from it. I'm supposed to just get this amount of money. No, you have to be patient with things. Growing a brand is a hard thing to do. It's not an overnight process. You have to put hours into designing your website. You have to put hours into marketing. You have to put hours into whatever it is that you do. Every aspect of your brand, you have to dedicate serious amount of time to that process. It's not just gonna happen overnight. With that being said, you have to be patient. You can't just assume, you can't just expect things to be handed to you quickly. Step number 3, I wish somebody would have told me, is make sure that you have a passion for your clothes. Like, I ain't gonna lie, make sure that you have a passion for your clothes. I had over 3 brands in my entire life. The first brand I started when I was 13 years old. I think I was 13 or 14 years old. Bruh, when I tell you I had no passion for clothes at all. Like, I made a brand and I honestly just made it because I told this story already, like in another video. But the only reason I made a brand to begin with was because I got in trouble one time, and my dad was telling me, he was like, instead of focusing on this, and this, you could be doing anything to get money. You could be doing this, selling t-shirts, selling this. And I was like, selling t-shirts? Wait a second. I could sell t-shirts. That's how I originally started my first brand. So if y'all want to hear that, I forgot what video it's in, but y'all go back. It's probably in my last video. When starting a brand, you can't just start it because, you want money. If you're in it for the money, I ain't gonna lie, realistically, we're all in it for the money, but we still have, most brand owners that are doing successful right now have a passion for their clothes or have a passion for their art. Making or designing clothes is a form of art. Like, it's not just, I'm up, so might as well do it. No, it's like people have a serious drive, a serious passion for doing that. Some people, that's what their whole life is based around. So when starting a brand, some people, with those that have that passion, their brands are obviously going to do better because they have a bigger reason, or they have a stronger reason behind why they're making a brand in the first place. Step number 4 that I wish somebody had told me is, and this kind of relates, this is kind of like on a personal level as well, like just with anything you do. You are gonna have people that's hating. Most definitely, 100%. I cannot stress this enough. People are going to hate on you no matter how good the design is. The design could be A1. People are still gonna hate. The design, like, you could, like, bro, people are gonna hate regardless. That's just in their nature. It's bound to happen. Like, that's just inevitable. So you have to be ready for that. You can't get discouraged. If you get discouraged by something like that, then maybe you need to reevaluate why you started a brand in the first place. But the reason that you started a brand should be way stronger than some little kids hating, talking about, oh my God, why is he trying to be off? Why are you trying to be Virgil Abloh? Who does he think he is? It's gonna happen. I went to school with multiple people that hate it. I still do. Like, I graduated now, but people I used to go to school with, and I used to tell about my brand, all they could do, oh my God, True think he doing this, he trying to do that, his design ain't even all that good. Why is he dropping? Just hating, just typical glaze. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta be ready for that, bro. You can't get discouraged, you can't get sidetracked, you can't get thrown off course just because some people running their mouth. That's just a part of the game. You gotta accept it. And honestly, you should be using that as your motivation to go better, go harder at whatever it is that you're doing. Step number 5 that I would tell you that nobody told me, and I'm gonna tell you this. Try your very hardest to make your brand a lifestyle. Now, I'm sure we watch videos on this a lot, but try your hardest to make your brand a lifestyle. Don't just let it be some clothes that people could find in Goodwill, that people could find in TJ Maxx. Like, you gotta like don't make your brand just making clothes. Make it a lifestyle, bro. Like for 77 Studios, his lifestyle is like, feel me, young, entrepreneur, rich lifestyle, kind of dark, black, mysterious type. Feel me? That's their lifestyle. Another brand called Neglect Negative, bro. Their lifestyle is like the fashiony, trendy, fashionista type person. That's their lifestyle. Make your brand a lifestyle. Don't just have it as where you just making clothes just to make clothes. You have to have a reason, have to have a lifestyle behind your brand. That's just how it goes. That's really the secret to get you the most sales ever is make your brand a lifestyle. Because the more people that is viewing your lifestyle and looking, okay, that lifestyle cool, how can I be a part of it? They first gonna think, okay, maybe I need to start dressing like him. And if you wearing your own clothes and your lifestyle, see where I'm going with this? I don't even got to say too much more. With that being said, make sure y'all like the video, comment thing. This all the boring stuff, so you can leave if you want to. I don't really care. Actually, if you DFG4L, you going to stay. But yeah, I got 2 other channels, Truth on the Way 2, Truth on the Way Archives. I'm going to put them in the description below. Make sure y'all go subscribe to those. I talk about motivational stuff, and I do vlogs on there. So if y'all want to see my lifestyle, y'all go ahead and tap in with that. DFG4L, we lit.